It seems to. Alright, well, if anything goes catastrophically wrong, it's just, you know, the entire first stream that is broken. And, you know, that would be par for the course at this point, so. Can't complain, can we? Alright, with that in mind, let's get rolling. Welcome back to me, I guess. Coming off of a pretty long, arduous process of moving and changing things around and finding a new place where I have a stable internet connection and hopefully functional lighting and all that. And this way I can hopefully get back into streaming pretty regularly. Hopefully you'll see Ryan around as well. But we're going to start with Baldur's Gate 3. A little bit of history. I bought this game before it even came out. I was following when it was still being sort of crowdfunded, and have played earlier Baldur's Gate games. Similarly, on and off, I definitely was not somebody who was like a huge played multiple times kind of fan, but I was somebody that enjoyed these kinds of games. Pathfinder, Kingmaker, all that. But they're tough games to really sit down and get all the way through. And for anybody who's played CRPGs, they also tend to be kind of a mess, especially early in release. So I bought Baldur's Gate 3, and I played it when it first came out. Got all the way through to Act 3, and essentially kind of fell off because at launch it was kind of touch and go. There's a lot of things that kind of weren't working quite the way it seemed like they should. And, you know, I kind of felt like I had a very good time, got what I wanted out of the game, and sort of fell off. I picked it up a couple times since then with friends, more as like a passenger than as a player. Just sort of hanging out, being, you know, a voice of, we won't say reason, but, you know, providing insights, or I guess moralism. And in light of that, I decided that I am going to go back and play the game. I'm going to try and sort of recreate my first playthrough where I kind of just played the game based on what the game gave me, saw what happened, and made decisions and dealt with whatever came from that without worrying too much about completion or any sort of guidance and whatnot. With that in mind, we're going to get rolling and see how it goes. Would I prefer Tactician? I don't really want to play on Honor mode, honestly. Tactician's just combat that's affected, I think. Why not? We'll play on Tactician, just to give it a little bit of variety. Let's enjoy our Baldur's Gate 3 opening here. If any of you see me looking down at my phone, I'm following the chat. I'm not looking at anything else. Spooky. I guess if you could float, you wouldn't walk. Given the choice, you know? Obviously, we're not going to pretend that we don't know a lot about what's going on, having played Baldur's Gate in the past, and sort of it being a very ubiquitous thing to be aware of, who the characters are, things like that. At the same time, I'm going to do my best to sort of rationalize and think about decisions based on what our characters know at any given moment, which is very D&D, honestly. Sort of role play, if you will. I think that's kind of the ideal way to play games like this. I've always had to question the logistical nature of this weird worm creature. Obviously, they go in our eyeball and get into our brain through various means. But I just wonder, like, the physical space in which it takes up in your brain and, like, how much and how that works out. We don't really need tutorial pop-ups. We're not going to reset tutorials. Alright, let's make a character. Now, like I said, we're probably going to try to recreate sort of my initial playthrough. Meaning we are going to be kind of boring, but I think there's a bit of fun to be had in being just sort of a normal guy in a fantasy world. Especially because I feel like with D&D, being sort of a plain human is kind of a unique experience because most people want to be tieflings or elves or whomever. I don't know. I think there's a lot you can get out of just being making do with what you have without any sort of extra magical powers. That being said, we're gonna play wizard because the wizard is the best, which means we're gonna have to figure out what to do with one of the other characters who is also a wizard, but we'll make some decisions on that as we go. I love wizards and Dungeons and Dragons. I think it's the best class to ever be. You have tools for every situation. So we're gonna be a human wizard. We gotta edit our appearance. Well, if we're gonna make me, we need a approaching middle-aged man. Man, I wish I had like a really good sense of what my nose shape is, but I don't. And even looking at it in my small webcam view. Can I make a character with a very obviously deviated septum? Is that an option? Scars are always fun, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense for a wizard. Maturity, how old can I be? It's a little too old. Old man. Let's go. Voice.
Where to next?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Be wary.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can fit.
Where to next?
What was?
I'll go with
Hells,
voice 7.
something just woke up down here.
Would face paint be fun? I'm not really a face tattoo guy. I feel like that's a bold choice. Heterochromia. How anime do I want to be? No, like I said, we're going to be very plain. We're going to be a boring human man. Do a balding as an option? Because I'm down for that. We do. Kinda. Kinda. I mean, anime hair. That isn't a derogatory term either. That's just, you know, an association, I guess. Could just be bald. Hubris. Hair color. Right. Highlights. None? My hair's not graying yet, but it's certainly thinning. Can I pick a pastier complexion? I can. I spend a lot of time indoors, so... Not quite that pink, though. My lights are very yellow above me, so I have no sense. Boring white man it is. Let's go. Facial hair? No, we can do facial hair. That'd be fun. Oh, I forgot how bad some of this facial hair looks. What is wrong with this hair texture? Something definitely broken about that. Yeah, something wrong with the hair. I might have to check in the settings if there's something going on there. Also, why is it like green? It's kind of fun, but it probably... If I cut my hair short again, which I probably will soon, certainly not quite the texture, but I think I would probably end up somewhere along these lines. So let's go with that. No. Character editing complete. Human. Alright, time to the good stuff. How are we gonna play the character? Mage Hand, Ray of Frost, Firebolt. What else do I have for options here for cantrips? Bursting Sinew. Oh, some Necromancy. That might be fun. Grasp. This requires touch, doesn't it? Yeah. Blade Ward. That's not a reaction, though. Minor Illusion can be helpful. Minor Illusion. And... Toll of the Dead. And then spells. Start from the beginning here. Burning Hands. Dex save. 5-meter cone, I think. Charm Person. Chromatic Orb is the go-to. Expeditious Retreat's fine. False Life. Featherfall can be helpful. Find Familiar is good. Fog Cloud, we like that. Grease is fun. Magic Missile's the classic. We take Shield, we like that. That, and... There's a lot of ways to get temporary HP, so that's not too helpful. Find familiar. We'll grab that. Background. I kind of like being a guild artisan, because persuasion's really helpful as the main character of the game, just because you do a lot of the talking. And I kind of like the idea of being, you know, a craftsman wizard who ends up on an adventure. Folk hero, sage, arcana, history. Yeah, we'll go guild artisan. Why not? Alright, abilities. So the issue here is we need dex, I'm pretty sure, for a lot of the things we want to hit. Wisdom is helpful for various other things. So is charisma. Arcana, insight, investigation, survival, persuasion are our skill proficiencies. I can't be weaker, which is obviously a problem. So let's see. I have a +2 to Constitution. I would keep a +2 at 14. So at this point, I would end up getting ability score modifiers, raising my intelligence, my dex to get a +4 and a +2. Which means the Constitution being at 15 is kind of questionable. If I took this down, I would get dex. And then I'd get another 2 points, which would not be too helpful to me. Yeah, there's just a point here that's sort of extra that doesn't really do me a lot of good. I think there's feats that'll give me dex or constitution relatively easily. I kind of want to be able to get wisdom, though. Yeah, we'll do this. So this costs 2, that's why, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. And what spells do I have prepared right now? Yeah, that's probably fine. We'll take sleep over fog cloud for now. Alright. What's our character's name? Ellis. Or Tinker? Tinker's funnier. Just because it's very out of place. For those wondering, Ellis is my FF14 character's name. It's the one I often use for things like this. But Tinker is the nickname that I have on here on the channel. Ryan just uses his regular thing, if you see him around. With that in mind, let's go with Tinker. Not that your character's name comes up all that much. Ah! We need to make our Guardian character. We're just going to hit random until we find the character archetype that we like. They need to look sufficiently ethereal. Tiefling does that. Works for me. Alright. Thing in the eyeball. And we're on our way. So there are other ones that are dead already on the ship. Is that because of an internal conflict then? Or is that starvation? This would be an unfortunate thing to see. Yeah, it's a bad day. Why destroy the tower? Like, for fun? Like, I understand we're here to kidnap a bunch of people. That makes sense. That's... But, like, destroying the tower doesn't do you any good. Also, the people of Baldur's Gate have got to be pretty used to this kind of nonsense at this point. Dragons. Wow, look like it hurt. He's kind of on the ropes, to be honest. He's just sort of running. And now we're in a cold place. If I knew better D&D lore, I'm sure I could tell you where we are. 'Cause I'm sure there's an answer to that question, but I don't know the planes well enough. Well, that's not good. Well. So it begins. I appreciate the big 3. Third game. Well, that's horrifying. For the amount of them that we see in this cutscene, I think there's a relatively small number of them actually in the ship. I guess maybe it's implied that we have very good timing, but... Gameplay time. It's interesting, in the cutscene, there isn't like that glass dome shape. That only comes in the gameplay itself. Also, we just kind of get out.
My head.
of use?
Escape the Nautiloid. How do I know that's what this is?
How much farther can I go?
Time to start looting the place as quickly as
I'll
possible.
take that.
Yoink.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Okay. We're just holding the Alt key and kind of running around to see if there's anything that stands out. I wonder if I screw this up if I die.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Investigation. I'm good at this. First roll. Hey, that bodes well. 19.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
That's not terribly helpful. Oh, I see. Let's say I rolled well on insight and was given no warning that it was going to blow up on me. It just feels like a mean DM thing to do. Thieves' tools, we take those.
I feel better.
All right.
Here goes nothing.
Onwards and upwards. That goblin. Money. We take that. Illithid record.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Are they recording memories onto the tablets?
A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Well, I mean, it's clearly a live creature.
A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this.
A little bit of history, I guess. Learning about
Years of
the...
humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Yeah, I hear you. Spooky, detached voice. So we're learning a little bit about the Illithid history and so forth. Who's we?
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
Oh, you
Exposed
sound
brain quivers in expectation.
strange.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Who's they?
The enemy. So many enemies. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Thank you, Arcana.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
I guess it's stuck. Well, again, investigation is supposed to be our strong suit here. Not strong enough, apparently. I doubt I have a reroll, so I think we're boned on that
From
one.
this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain.
I mean, I feel like the fact that it's talking should be unusual, but sure. Well, I guess my dex is better than my strength, so here we go. Ooh, let's go. First 20. On roll number 3.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
I don't see the reason to do that. Besides it being a strange, horrifying creature, I don't have a particular reason to
You're free.
assault
Our
it.
freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
It recognizes us as
We
a
must go to the
ally
helm.
because of the thing behind
You're
our eye.
needed.
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
They're asking us for help. Well, probably commanding in some form or fashion.
Us. We are us.
Hive minds and all that. Alright, fair enough.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
I don't have a particular reason to say no. You have a name, sir. Mirneth. Sorry this happened to you, I guess. Onwards. We're still cruising along out there. Oh, and the dragons have arrived. Who's shooting the purple lasers? Ah, we recognize you. It's a very shiny and clean sword, given the circumstances.
Abomination. This is your end.
I'm sorry?
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
We're communicating telepathically.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
What is happening? Who are
Who
you?
am I? Your only chance of survival.
That's not really an answer. I have a feeling you know where we are. I assume my character does not, based on the circumstances.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within
Okay.
days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Seems like the
We can do
appropriate
nothing
response.
until we escape. That must be our priority.
Fair enough.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
I mean, escaping seems like the
As for that
thing to do.
It will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
I wonder if that's the effect of the mind control elements of this telling us that that's okay. Because we seem awfully okay with the whole talking, walking brain thing. But, alright. Into combat we go. Easy enough.
Time to strike. It doesn't.
Blood comes easy these days.
I don't have a lot of level 1 spells. Or rather, slots, I should say. Oh, we rolled exceedingly well.
Surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the
Incinerated Mind Flayer Corpse. Potion of Speed, we take that. Light Bulb, Void Bulb, alright. We need to make this bigger. Potions go here. Throwables down here for now. Scimitar, don't really need that.
What path lies before me?
I know I could just grab literally everything we see for the purposes of selling it for money, but I'm not quite that not quite that thorough. I don't think it's worth it for the most part. We will take the potion though. Actually, it should go to you.
assume nothing.
Well,
Can't give up now, with haste.
I don't really need the healing either.
Another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
We seem awfully cognizant of what's going on out here, but it's just interesting to think about how much of this is knowledge that's been given to us by the parasite, and how much of it is knowledge our character would have had prior to the events of what's going on right now. Another hallway that goes down that way.
Better not be cursed.
Through the door.
Cave machinery. I can make no sense of it.
Well, that's not terribly helpful. What's this?
Man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
I see.
Life flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
I mean, presumably they would be in the same position the guy with his head cut open was in.
Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
And we're not just going to leave them to die. Wizard Arcana time! Let's go. Surely I can beat a 7. Lucky me. +5.
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you
see, I see.
satisfied? We need to go.
No, we'll help out.
Hurry! Please!
The console
Let's figure it
appears
out.
dormant.
Wizard time!
The console hums to life.
Let's examine this before we start hitting buttons. 15, we take
The
those.
pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine.
I mean, all this is very
Perhaps
organic,
it will
yeah.
open the nearby pod.
I mean, perhaps, I guess.
Suddenly,
One way to find
you feel
out.
a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Is that us, or is that the parasite? Can I beat it too? Yes, I can. Like, is the authority or the desire to move and open the thing coming from the parasite's desire to have authority over the things around it? Like these other creatures? Or is that just because we're the one who wants to open the thing?
Your command and yield to it. A shiver
Apologies,
runs
moving the
across your
mic.
mind. You feel sated.
Like it's fed with this sort of thing?
Thought I was done for.
What's in the backpack? Somehow I now know that your name is Shadowheart without having spoken to you.
That damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
Ah.
You keep dangerous company.
We can maybe deal with that later. And then psionic thing we already kind of understand, so I guess...
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
I mean, I'm not going to say no, but...
I did. It must be because of those
Make sure
parasites
she's
they put in us.
recognizing
But that'll have to
the
wait.
telepathy
Are we
as
going to
well.
help each other or not?
Yeah, of course.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough
Probably
time
not the time to
already.
be trying to work
She's
through other
right.
people's privacy at the
Lead
moment.
on.
Alright, let's finish looking through this room. Illithid manuscripts. What you got for me?
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Something happened involving a Yankee warrior that... resulted in centuries of darkness. Well, we can't open this, so... lockpick it?
Come on, open up.
Hey, we have guidance. Which, of course, we rolled a 1, but that was just enough. Thank you, Shadowheart. What's inside the elaborate reliquary? More money. Not, honestly, especially worth it, but we'll take it. It goes this way. A dead thrall. Another brain. How do we know they were a thrall in life? I think this is the key that would have opened that thing and saved me using the thieves' tools, but that's okay.
Hosts of these gay infected.
The dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Party member? Potions to you. Eldritch Rune.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
I think we already circumvented that using our wizard knowledge, but that's okay. Push the button. You know, let's not. Let's not push the button. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it matters one way or the other, but let's, since we're role-playing our somewhat analytical character, let's not hit buttons we don't need to hit. At least not that one. Why are there 3? When in doubt, push the left button.
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
Can we help them? Oh. And they're dead. My bad, buddy. Well, if the left button shocked you and the right button killed you all, what does the middle button do? Nothing. Okay. I do know that one of those buttons makes them get up and fight you, which means it must have been the middle button. But that's okay. At least we didn't have to deal with that.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll
That's a
trust
good
my
question.
own judgment.
This really isn't the time for figuring that out. We kind of need to deal with the situation as it stands. Well, this is a sight. Oh, no. Unlucky for him. The fact that the imps are what take him down is kind of crazy.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it.
Who's this we?
We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
I was gonna say, we have to get out of where we are. But, like, working for him is sort of antithetical, you would think, to what we would want to do.
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
Alright, well. Let's figure our stuff out here. Is F5 my quick save? Yes, it is. Okay. We're just gonna quick save, because this is my first, probably legitimate combat, and I'm playing on tactical, so... Damn, inflict wounds does a lot of damage. Your accuracy is questionable. Do I need a reason to have any other concentration spells? Probably not. Take Shield of Faith. Ooh, a crit. You can't loot things.
I will ascend. Worth examining.
We gotta loot as we go. It would be a shame to lose out on all this. That killed him. Perfect. Well, that's not
Have to keep
ideal.
going.
Assuming we are trying to keep the Illithid alive. I guess sleep would... Or the cloud would have been better than sleep in this circumstance. What's if I minor illusion? I don't know what that did for me, but I did it anyway. Good dodge. We take that. He's taking a lot of damage.
Moving.
victory
Roll on
awaits.
by, I guess.
My path
Very
leads
worried one of
here.
these guys can have loot that I need.
Taking a look.
Speaking of money,
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
well, I certainly can't put him to sleep. It's very strong. I don't know that even dealing damage to him is worth it. If I could debuff him, it'd probably be helpful, but... he's gonna die.
Got to press on.
Hurry, before they strike.
Aren't these the people riding the dragon your people? Shouldn't we be able to, like, tell them to not murder us? Get up and close with that guy.
I am death.
Plastic bulb, lesser imps, dead thralls, void bulbs. A chair. That's just a table. Just making sure we're not missing any loot here.
On the move.
Shoot the far one.
Light on my feet.
Can I reach you? I cannot. More loot. That's not good.
Nearly out of sky. It's now or never. Got to move.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
I need to get to that transponder.
I don't want you to attack him. I just want you to get close enough that hopefully he attacks you.
Ascend. Make way.
Can I mage hand to hit it? I'm gonna assume no, but we're gonna have to cast it anyway. Alright, well. He's looking for the mage hand that's invisible? Okay, that's an interesting choice. Okay, we disengage, and we run. And then we hope that the big devil guy hits us. I'm sorry, us, but this is what it took to survive. We did it!
Alien transponder. You've made it in time.
You landed every single hit on the Mind Flayer. No, that's a dragon! And we're out. Shadowheart's the main character, as everybody knows. Pluck the strings. It's weird that you have to like connect them and then pull it like music. Like there's some sort of maybe sonic component. Like tone. Like allows you to use the magic. Oh man, important characters. She seems happy? Strange. We're just making eye contact, you and I? Ooh. Right in the face, too. The motif. You can hear it. Oh, cool. Ooh. This is sure to negatively affect the trout population. Yes, everyone memes.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Not a dream. Well, I don't feel injured,
Chaos
so...
of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Now, do we know that because we knew that beforehand, or do we know that because Lae'zel told us that?
These boots have seen everything.
Find a
Fresh
cure.
water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
That's an appropriate assessment, yeah. Mangold Fisher. Well, that's unlucky for them. Won't be needing this, though, anymore. You good over here, Shadowheart? Did you survive the fall? Why would I reach for the artifact? The fact that it gives you this option obviously emphasizes in the camera and everything, but, like, it's an awfully rude thing to do, you'd think. Also, shaking her after a fall like this is
You're alive.
dangerous.
I'm alive. How is
I
this
guess my character probably doesn't understand medicine to that degree. I don't know.
Remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
And what happened to
You
Lae'zel?
might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
I mean, she could have just fallen somewhere else, but sure. Not sure I'm quite that much of a nice guy.
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Very well.
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
I mean, I could probably think of better company, but certainly we definitely should help each other out.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Alright. I guess away we go. Yoink.
Something good here, I hope.
Backpack. A frumpy hat. As much fun as that is. Actually, you know what? Frumpy hat it is. Looking good.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Suspension of murgrass. You also have money you don't need anymore. Intellect hours that must have fallen out of the ship. Shanties for the sea bitch. In a bag. We'll take all of this actually. And we all row. There's just sea shanties? Just sea shanties. Alright. Anglefish. Sherman. I guess I should read these things out loud, huh? Sigh? See? I love you. There I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again. And keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so is staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. I guess we'll take that with us, just in case somebody wants it back. This guy had a date that he missed, unfortunately, by the looks of it. Quite a few fishermen over here that met their end. Sublimate of Belladonna. Sigil. Well, there's our first teleport point. We will be gathering as many alchemy ingredients as we can. Potions become very helpful later on. Abducted commoner.
More of those wretched things.
Good deal of money.
What's inside?
A mug. Let's get another quick save going. I am the type of person that will try to quick save before pretty much every significant combat, just because, or maybe not every significant, but as often as I can remember, so that I don't end up in losing progress and so forth, especially streaming. Anybody who's ever watched any of my older stuff when I was streaming years ago will know that we
One strike could be lethal.
tended to save very compulsively. You go to sleep. That way I have one less damage source.
Talk to me.
Heal yourself. Melee? Nearly. Probably got the guiding bolt. Critical miss is really bad, actually. And we're dead. Alright. Well, we made a death saving throw, so that's good for us. These things have a bit more health than I'm capable of dealing with usually, but... I think we lose here. Yeah, we do. Alright. The problem here is that if we're going to do tactical gameplay, I don't have a lot of tools early in the game here to... Because I don't necessarily have an issue with
Have to keep going.
spending resources here to make sure we're strong enough to take these guys. The problem's going to be that I don't have a lot of resources to expend. What are my options here? I can't make any potions or anything. Item options are limited. Potion of speed might end up being necessary here.
What's next, I wonder?
You don't really have any tools either.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Can I maybe open with an attack? Can I get in range before they aggro? I think that might be tough.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
If I sneak, do they know?
Path lies before me.
Okay, so they are ambushable to a degree.
Cutting to the chase.
Not going to
Better
last
stay
much
back.
longer.
One strike could be lethal.
Alright. Take the hastened. Which one of you is the one whose turn is going to come up next? Are you... Oh, you're too far away. Can I move? I can't.
On my way.
Perfect. Can I get any of the rest of you? Ah, because you've taken damage, I can do that. Perfect. You boys go to sleep. You can potion up. Guiding bolt, hopefully kill him. Not quite. Alright.
Too much to bear.
That's fine. Potion. Kill you. Those as well. Okay, potion of speed having to get burned here is kind of a shame, but that's okay. You're not asleep anymore. That's my last spell.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Alright. I don't like that I had to spend the potion of speed to accomplish that, but we'll take it. I'm gonna wait for the lethargic to wear off here. We take these. I might need the potion of psionic resistance later.
Let's have a look.
Abducted nobleman. We take the gold. Silver locket because we could sell that. Rapier's not doing me a lot of good. Maybe I could use that to buff her in the next fight. I appreciate, though, it's definitely distinctly harder. Although I think to some degree that has to do with the enemies just having a little bit more health than they probably should. But that's okay, we will figure it out. When in doubt, left or right? That's the question. I guess when in doubt, we go left. Some arcane recovery. Some short rest.
I'll feel that one later.
I kind of need all the health I can get at this point. Thieves' tools, we take those.
Please.
Water, not as helpful.
Might be useful.
What are you? Clam shells. Whatever's in this wooden trunk is not worth breaking it for. What am I looking at up here? This person. Along with a nautiloid like container. Oh, he's yelling at me. More help. We could definitely do with that.
Hey! I need some help!
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Asterion. That looks so goofy.
In the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Can't you help?
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
Why pull me to the ground? $20. I saw the 20 on those dice. 10. Let's go. You're not terribly strong.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod.
Okay.
What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Ah, that's what your issue is.
I'm not an idiot. I saw... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards.
Yeah, it was a little rude.
Apologies.
I don't know if that's... I don't think that's the case. We'll
Indeed
take it
we
in
are.
stride.
Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. Is that so? We clearly move in different circles.
Them is a big city.
So, do you know anything about these worms?
Ugh. It's interesting because we don't know how much we're supposed to know. So I wonder if the takeaway here is you're just kind of in role playing and sort of informing how much your character knows about this, or if we're just how much we trust what Lae'zel had to say.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
I mean, we'd like to get them removed.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first. You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And
When in
you
doubt,
seem like a useful
more hands make
person
light work.
to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
The pale elf. I appreciate that the game tries its best to not make it obvious, but I feel like you couldn't possibly not know he's a vampire. It's not like a spoiler. He just very obviously is. All right, subclass time. I really like illusion. The main benefit, so like you can use any magic, the main benefit to this is just that it's cheaper to like learn the spell. I like being an illusion wizard, that's what we're doing. Okay, more level 1 spells is the question. What else do we want? So we're gonna need a lot of utility here to make this function. We're gonna take Expeditious Retreat and Witch Bolt. Sleep really paid off though. I should have cast Find Familiar, but it's kind of awkward. Get Witch Bolt going, just to have a little bit more damage output, maybe. Cleric, level 2. I don't think there's much she chooses to do differently here. Create or destroy water. Bless is pretty good. Cure wounds and healing word, shield of faith, guiding bolt, inflict wounds. Is there ever going to be a time where I'm going to use inflict wounds instead of guiding bolt is the question. Maybe. We'll leave it as is. Astarion. Rogue. Level 2. Nothing changes. These cunning actions. Fair enough. So it is. Alright. Scared boar. I don't think anybody here can speak with animals, so... Can you give me some indication without speak with animals? Animal handling?
The boar grunts and eyes you warily with its beady
Shadowheart approves.
eyes. The boar shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away into...
I didn't cut that off, that just sort of cut itself off, but that's okay. Is there anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. There's another part of the nautiloid. What's over here? A lot of burning. A lot of wreckage. Potion of speed. Okay, we got a replacement one, which is good, because we might need that later, considering how the last combat went. And that links us back to where we started. So this is our map. There's a path here, out of the side of this, I think. That leads to overgrown ruins. There's a path up, and a path this way. Let's finish exploring the ship.
There, the Mind Flayer. And it's hurt.
Are you the one that
approach
should have
the
already
dying
died?
Monster. This is
Didn't
the
you get
thing
cleaved
that
into with a
abducted
sword?
You. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion.
So this is what kind of makes me confused, right? Is because how much of our character's internal monologue or like emotion is that brain eye thing, and how much of it is our actual like character perception? Because almost everything is like role playing and asking us to make those decisions. So when the narrator tells you how you feel, is it this every time, or is it sometimes supposed to be your character? It's like hard to say.
Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the
You should
takeaway
be
here.
whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame.
This is where,
Possessing
the
your
sympathy
mind,
goes away.
forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Let's take the intelligence roll, why not? Get 3 guidance. That's not good enough, I don't think. No.
You
Unlucky.
try to break through, but its mind is impenetrable. With a last surge of defiance, it slaps your efforts away.
Unlucky.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
We're gonna kill it.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Why are they just carrying around random human skulls? That's my question here. Sarian was awfully close to that. Okay. But then this loops us back around there. And this sends us back this way to whatever that is. Our character doesn't know. Bunch of dead goblins. Interesting. And there's a path up a hill here. Okay.
There's goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Actually, you're correct. Thank you, Shadowheart. potion. Probably don't need a goblin scimitar. Fly pack though, we'll take that. Goblin bow. Is that better than what you have? 4 to 9. They're the same. 4 to 7. What was a goblin scimitar do for you? Hand axe, no. That's a strength weapon. Oh, okay, not proficient.
I've got a long road ahead. If not over, then through. What's going on with that rune? Looks unstable.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch it. The narrator didn't read the thing. Or say anything? No, it's still just silence.
A hand? Anyone?
Let's do the wizard thing. You always want to do the wizard thing.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
Yoink. Hello, friend who is in the same starting gear but purple.
Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
I'll believe it.
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
You don't trust this man, draw your weapon. Yeah, I was.
I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Fair enough. We are in the same boat then.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
I am aware of
this.
this.
A process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric
sensible.
by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our
We do have a
condition to
cleric, and
realize
she
it's
can't do
beyond
anything
most
about it.
cleric skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I mean, we wouldn't be in this mess if she was.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're
I mean,
most
one would
certainly
hope
going
not.
to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sure.
Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
One can only hope.
Lost in thought.
Gale. I kind of don't intend to leave Gale as a wizard, because I'm also a wizard, and there's not really a reason to have two. So we'll deal with that later.
Have a lot of on my mind. And, well, in it.
Well, that's convenient. We now have a full party of 4.
Very well. Always room for
Rogue's
more.
morsel. Must be a mushroom of some kind. Here's the ruin, which feels like a... If I didn't know any better, I would say is a dungeon. So let's ignore that for now. Ah. How will this conversation go?
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the
Okay.
goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare.
The prisoner?
Her lips don't
And we know who
move,
she is.
yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I mean, I don't know that you're necessarily trustworthy, but I don't have a reason to get you killed. Deception is not my strength, but we'll do it.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Explosion?
You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
Yeah, can you tell me where to go?
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
Look for
And
Nettie.
be
Got
careful.
it.
There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Alright, well,
Enough gawking. Get me down.
we avoided violence. Say please.
Never.
No. Well, we tried.
Let's get on with it.
Observe.
Stare in.
Listen.
Get me down.
You'll hear goblins before you.
As you say.
Those two disappear before I actually succeed at doing this.
World that ends.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer
You're
we
welcome.
wait, the more it consumes.
Okay.
My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
She's a little rude. You're not wrong. This is sort of petty, ultimately.
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a gay tadpole, we must report to Augusto for purification.
I see. Whatever any of that means.
The party's full. You'll need to make room.
Gail could do with the
Mind
rest.
is strong, but the knees, well, they are a little sore. I'll gladly put my feet up.
Ready for battle. You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
That's fine.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
I don't trust
Half
any of you,
elf.
actually.
I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
That's a sensible way to resolve this. Alright. Level 2 fighter. We take those. She gets action surge. It's not much of an upgrade, but action surge is quite helpful, especially if we end up in another
No, never mind.
significant fight.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Alright. Well, we've acquired a good deal of party at this point, so...
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
How are we doing? You have 3 level
What am I to do?
1s, you have 1 level 1. I feel like sleeping might not go amiss.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Do one more. One more interaction of sorts, and then that'll probably have to be the end of it.
Either we act now, or someone else will. You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
Is something wrong with your...
What's this then?
Hello.
Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or
This
is
some
it
sort
the
of
ship
adventure
you're
thing?
after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
The ship you're after. He's talking about the Nautiloid, obviously, but... So we have claimed salvage here? I'm just looking around.
First you look, then you touch, then you take. The only thing we're sharing with you is our pointy ends. Get him!
Alright, well. I tried a non-violent solution, and you didn't want to, so... I guess here we are. Starion probably needs to get a sneak attack in somewhere to be effective. For now we gotta deal with the guy directly in front of us, though.
Keep them guessing. They won't know what bit them.
I'm ready.
Okay.
On my way.
Chapel entrance. I don't want to invoke duplicity. That's fine.
Can't give up. Not now.
Time to strike.
We want melee attacks here. Action surge right away, because there's no reason not to.
Need to stay focused.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
What are you? You're a mage of some kind. Maybe a monk? Doesn't look like there's anybody else around. Let's put you to sleep.
At the ready.
Break line of sight. Alright, you wake that guy up. Shadowheart gets the dodge. That guy's still asleep. You get killed by attack of opportunity. Can you ice knife the invoke duplicity? Perfect. Okay. Okay.
Swift and lethal.
To our favor, there's a way here where I can hopefully get this guy to turn.
Shall we dance?
My faith will protect me.
Ice knife lady went that way. Reflections probably does good here. He missed, okay.
This is good. Still on my feet.
I have minor illusion, right? Yeah, perfect. There we go, he turns. Which is perfect for me, because I'm staring. Gets to walk over here. And get a sneak attack. Perfect. And then we can hide again.
Time to push my luck again.
Of course he would crit. And then heals himself a bit. Sleepy guy is still asleep. Lae'zel goes to sleep. That's not ideal, but not a big concern.
Can't afford to let up.
He woke up, which is an issue.
What now?
I'm running out of spells. Or at least options for... Immune to sleep. You have too many hit points. You stay asleep. So, still with that.
This will do nicely.
You should get another sneak attack in. Easy enough. Perfect.
Into the shadows.
Hiding. Do I get a guaranteed shove if he's asleep? I do. Perfect.
I know what to do.
Perfect. Him falling is good for me. You can wake her up for free. That's fine.
Taking position.
Break line of sight. That's crazy that he could land that shot through the box, but that's fine. Alright, 7 damage was enough to take her out there. Death saving throw failure is not good for me.
Quickly.
Disadvantage? Why? Not enough movement. That's the only issue.
Quick and quiet.
I don't know what happened there, but we'll take it.
Got to focus.
Potion. We hopefully don't slip. We did. Not. Right.
Where do I go from here? What path lies before me?
Alright, we're just gonna need to do damage here. We'll take the witch bolts.
Victory awaits. On the move.
Oh, come on. Tango finds. Good dodge, we take those. That's crazy amount of damage? What do you, like, what? didn't die. That's really annoying.
Time to kill. With finesse.
Okay, you're dead.
What should I do?
Try to get Lae'zel up. Ah, for fuck.
Give in.
Alright.
I will ascend.
Fine. Potion. We made it. Okay. Ow.
Ready or not? Make it hurt.
Take the sneak attack. Perfect.
End this. Focus, strike true.
We did it.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Well, that was like a problem, but we figured it out. Longsword might be good for somebody. And we'll need a shovel for later. You had a longsword as well, a studded shield. Leather armor, maybe?
Alright, what now?
Where are my thieves' tools? Trap disarm, you go to you. Thieves' tools go to you. These are the same. Scale armor is slightly better. Disadvantage on stealth checks. But should help us out a bit with armor class. Shield is the same. Longsword. Not helpful. You already have a longsword. Kind of want you to have a shield instead of two-handing it.
Will ever believe this? At the ready.
Alright. And we're rolling. That was a right mess. And honestly, I don't think we have the tools to get into another fight right now. So we're going to need to consider sleeping before we make too much more progress here. But
what's hiding here?
Let's finish looting these bodies first.
What's in here?
Thieves' tools and trap disarming kits go to you. Garlic. We'll take camp supplies since we're gonna have to eat soon. Egg mushroom? Eh. What's in the wooden thing? Nothing. A scroll of mage armor. You know how much we like scrolls. Quarterstaff's what I already got. Talus divination without magic. Each page in this illustrated book describes the meaning of different Talus cards. A message has been penned on the title page. My dearest Kalana, while you were sleeping, I did another Talus reading. I half expected to draw the Fool, because that's what I feel like, and what is an adventure if not reckless? Instead, I drew these. The 10 waves, meaning divine loss, divine love, bliss, and illusions. The comet, meaning riches found on fulfilled wishes. Death, meaning new beginnings. The suit of waves resembles love, and I know what we have is still frail, but can you blame my heart for beating faster when I saw these cards? I've been staring at them for an hour, and I need to go. The cups aren't going to clean themselves, but I know that when I come back home tonight, you'll be gone. And when you return, will you tell me if you feel the same or if this was a blissful illusion? Love you, Alice. Well, unfortunate news there.
I'm ready.
You have a scroll to speak with dead, don't you? That detect thoughts. That's what that is. Okay. Not terribly helpful at this point.
What to do?
We've looted the corpses. We've sort of looted the area a little bit. I'm a little concerned about maybe getting into another fight, so let's make camp. I haven't had a chance to really meet up with everybody yet, so... Astarion!
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lae'zel is delightful. In a very look-at-me-twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
My hair. Alright. Tell me about yourself.
I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
A magistrate? Is that what's going on there? Okay. Sorry, trying not to take a drink directly into the microphone. Well, that's all Astarion's going to give us.
Chatter already, Tusky.
Okay. You look so unusual. I feel like that's a rude thing to say, but given you were in a fantasy world with all sorts of manner of biped, I guess it's probably not an uncommon sentiment.
I expect I am your first.
What's this one?
I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I
mean,
know
are you
of
used to
your
humans?
kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Oh. I feel like I've offended her.
It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
This place. Alright.
I
How about mind
understand
flayers?
much beyond your comprehension. More
Is
to
that
the
so?
point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
But what if we don't find a
Yes,
cure?
In great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
Unlucky. We'll find a cure.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be
There's
rid
no
of
point
the
in panicking.
parasite.
It's not really going to do
It's
us
as
any
simple
good.
as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
It's happening too slowly? On to other matters.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
I mean, it could change, certainly, but we aren't currently dying, which means something strange is going on. You have the appearance-changing mirror. Storage box. Potion of mind reading, we'll take that. What's up, Gale?
With Yankee joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated.
Is that so?
A welcome one, nonetheless.
I feel like the problem I always have is that I really want to come to the camp to get all of the dialogue, like as much of it as I can. But there would have been dialogue, I guess, for each character getting added, so we would have had to go back to the camp every time.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand
Gale's
at poetry.
dating profile.
There.
We're gonna change the subject. That's okay. Gale's an amusing one. Invasion plans of the Sword Coast. Where did we get these? Now the Sword Coast sprawls in the deep forest of Tethir, to the frigid spine of the world. Its topography worn by ancient ink and the constant trade between mortal hands. Shadowheart.
Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
I agree. What do you think of all the happenings?
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
I mean, we survived the crash, so...
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
Take whatever we can get. How am I holding up?
Not the kind of company I'd keep willingly, but all things considered, you'll do.
I appreciate the...
I haven't forgotten that you saved
rank
my life aboard the Nautilus.
definition. Definition?
Perhaps I'll be able to
Description.
return the favor at some point.
Just immediately start hitting on her. I feel like that's probably too early for that. We should get to know each other better. Drake, general dye. Peculiar clothing. Mask of the shapeshifter. Some of these might be from like old mods or something. Or maybe DLC. I'm not super sure. In either case, we won't really be touching any of the stuff that comes in this Traveler's case for free. Alright. Well, we need to rest, so nighttime it is. Anybody have new things to say at night? Oh, Gale. Yep, it's a fire.
Go to hell.
Wash your damn mouth. Good evening to you, too.
You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless.
Yeah,
But
kind
we've
of.
seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to live in a fantasy world. A lot of the sayings and the way things work in reality when we... Like the classic Swiss cheese, it's like, oh, Switzerland must exist problem. Watch the sounds. What's on your mind? Watch the flames in
Devils,
silence.
Dragons,
He's
mind
got stuff he wants
flayers.
to say, let's listen.
They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper.
You're
What a
the bookish
difference a
type.
day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
We'll find someone who can help us.
That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
There's no point in thinking about it any other way. We have to go find a solution, and hopefully there will be one.
Your magician seems dour tonight.
My magician?
Must not relish the idea of sprouting tentacles.
Most
Understandable.
wouldn't.
Can't say I'm a fan either. It's just hard to join in when all of this feels so new.
What feels
the night
new?
normally means bustling streets, bursting taverns. Curling up in the dirt and resting is, a little novel.
Enjoying the camping trip?
I'm in no place to rest yet. Today has been a lot. I need some time to think things through. To process this. You sleep. I'll keep watch. The pleasure is all mine. Sweet
No
dreams.
reason to be rude.
A monster forms inside us, yet you waste time with idle chatter.
That's about what I expected. You had an exclamation point on your head just now, and now it's gone.
Doing the rounds, are you? You'd better get some rest. What were you two talking about? You and Gale.
Do you have a problem?
I see. I'd be careful with Gale.
Somebody's doing something in the background. We were just talking.
So am I. If we're to survive, we need to trust each other.
At least for a
You seem
bit.
reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that. Caution is a luxury we don't have. Let's rest and wake up at first light.
Okay. Interesting. So they were upset, I guess, that I did talk to them in a particular order, perhaps? Bedtime, then. 80 camps it was for a long rest. Must be a difficulty thing? That's okay, though. We can find food pretty easily. No nighttime activities. Well, okay. Back at it then. Alright, let's look around this place.
Time and the elements have left the plaque unreadable.
I see. Doesn't look like there's anything around here. That's where we landed. Or crashed, I should say.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Something over there.
Loot! Gubbins acquired. Acid vial. You can take that. There's a hatch down here. Feels like a secret or a side entrance, so let's go over here first. A cracked stone, foundation block.
Wouldn't take much to send that stone crashing downwards.
Which checks out.
Watch your back.
Looking ahead. Light on my feet.
We have a lot of options for how to approach this, but I wonder what happens if we just talk to the door.
Everything all right out there?
Deception. Triggered some trap. He needs help. It's me. Let in. Killed your friends. Now I'm here for you. They attacked us. All right. I mean, you're clearly not terribly trustworthy given the way your friends handle things. So let's try deception. Oh no. Do I roll a 4? I did. Let's go.
Oh, I told him it wasn't safe out there. Get inside and I'll rustle up some bandages.
See, that was easy.
Who the hell?
You're dead!
That's not good.
For the slaughter.
I am fury. I am death.
We can't hit him to save our lives.
Another fight. Let's go.
Well, this very quickly became a problem that all 4 of us can't kill this man in one turn. Okay. We did it. Bandit's key. Could be helpful later.
Moving ahead.
There's a locked door of some kind.
Maybe we should go take a look.
Not a chance. Could be a trap. Just keep your...
There's people on the other side talking. Looter's trunk. Various silverware. Red sausage links, supply pack. We'll need these. I gotta keep a better eye out for food, it looks like, if it's gonna be more expensive than on normal difficulties. Portrait of Thane. That's gonna be worth gold that I can sell. Got shelves, wooden crates. Everything that isn't nailed down. As someone who used to DM pretty regularly, the nightmare that is your players needing to put everything that they can find into their bags.
Dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
So this was some sort of place of worship of something. Death and divinity, a godly guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces, disease, war, funeral rites. But there must always be an overseer if the cycle of life falls away. For countless eons, it was Jurgol, the lord of the end and of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare until even he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane, and Mirko must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambition to free himself. Mirko claimed primacy over death from Jurgol's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kelemvor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die after all. Those who worship death should remember this above all else. I see. Well, pulling this lever has got to open this door, presumably. Locked. Well, if we're gonna pull the lever, then
what's next?
I guess it should be Lae'zel that does it.
Let's keep to the shadows.
Let's hide over here.
No time to dally. Need to keep going.
I see. I should have tried to make sure we're not actually in sightline at all. Yeah.
Swift as my
Try and
feet
drag
can
them into
carry me.
this room. Can I put... I'm gonna have to. Yeah. It's not really what I wanted. I didn't think that would spread like that, but we'll take it. Of course. Javelin. Damn.
Not fall before my time. My path be true.
Can't give up.
Take you.
Try and make them run to us, hopefully. Alright, we got a miss finally. Can't get a sightline on any of them, apparently. Drop another level 3 stun. Hide a little bit. Really ensnaring strike. He's gonna throw a javelin, I assume. He's gonna jump. And then dash. Alright, so we drink the potion. We miss a guiding bolt, because of course we do.
Time to strike. Taking position. The door is sturdy, so it doesn't care about the fire damage. Shield, so I'll take damage from that. Perfect. Set the minor illusion. Hold the dead. Ow. Flip the levers, the door closes, so at least one of them doesn't make it through. I think one or two of them are stuck on the other side. That's perfect. Makes our lives a little bit easier. We're just gonna have to keep quaffing potions to make our way through all this. Good damage.
Got to press on.
Swift and lethal.
Why have I still not gotten a turn? Sneak attack? Alright. Potion's fine. Astarion somehow got seen when it was not involved in any of this. That's fine though.
Another day, another fight.
You're dead. You saved. Ensnaring strike, but we succeeded. He's raging. Which means I think he kills me here. Yeah. Try to punch in, why not?
Need to act fast.
Let's have some carnage. Let's have a little fun.
4 damage, cool. Wonderful sneak attack. They're trying to break down the door, fair enough. They don't know how to open it, which is good. We missed. Don't like that. You can hide. Sneak attack again. 5 is also not good.
A little help, please. Ready.
I really could use like a hit that does good damage. Well, he's dazed at least. Potion's gonna have to save me here. Closing this door has been a big deal. Another 5 is not what I need to see. There's no way they're gonna get through that. Death save success. That's fine. You're trying to shoot a corpse. You got knocked down. Finish him.
Let's move.
Caustic bulb. Not enough resources. I guess I can't throw things then. I need Astarion to win this fight is the main thing. And then we can get everybody up, reassess, and... Perfect. Okay. We're good. And they're just gonna run around and do their thing.
Don't linger.
Well, this worked out. Joys of tactical combat, I guess.
On the move.
They're gonna keep doing this, but they can't get through the door, so I have all the time I could possibly want. I'm just stuck in turn-based mode, I guess. Well, we figure that out. Eventually, I'll open the door and finish them off, but for now... Let's get you up.
Have to keep going.
Nothing will stand in
Do
my
you have any
way.
potions left? Kind of.
I'm ready.
My fury.
do it on not his turn, I guess.
I will ascend.
The fact that she could be, like, dying and the mage hand stuck around is very interesting. Okay, so it, like, queued up the action of some kind of way.
On my way.
You're gonna hide.
Time for a new approach.
We're kind of out on potions, but that's okay.
Need to find a way forward.
What's the plan? On the move.
Simplicity.
I am fury. I am death.
You're gonna hide just around this corner. We're gonna do this one more time because I want to be out of sightline.
Time to
here.
press ahead.
Need to stay focused.
Victory awaits.
Alright. That should work. That should be what we're looking for. You're gonna sneak over, hit the lever. Sneak back. Of course, we lose concentration. Then she turns directly towards Astarion, who stays hidden somehow.
One day I'll catch a break.
Oh, wow.
Concentrate.
One person left.
Heading there.
Victory awaits.
They're gonna dash and they're gonna run over. We're gonna toss a bottle of grease here. It's funny. And we're gonna hide again. Keep hitting Minor Illusion again.
Have to keep going.
Swift and lethal.
Getting people to have to turn is good. And then you get shot in the back. Perfect.
Nothing important is ever easy.
I would miss. We didn't kill her, please.
Taking position.
Oh,
On my way.
what a right mess this was. That took a lot to achieve, but we did it.
Anything of use?
You were the first guy when we looted you already. Alright, hopefully you guys have like potions and stuff on you that I can make use of. Leather gloves, maybe that'll be helpful. Leather boots, sure. Great club, javelins, maybe. Basic poison, gold. Journey through the jungle. The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Ulu Thalug said Jaw, it's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up to the nearest biter? With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Ooh. There it was. Again, above and beneath and all around, so close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine? A tentacle? It hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's screams swelled, then faded as Ulu Thalung dragged her away. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grass were untrampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of the harrowing call to guide me. Strange. Can I not slip and fall and die on this grease, please? Both ladies fell. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to arcane recovery. We're going to short rest.
That took the edge off.
And just hope we don't find anything particularly scary in here. Also, when in doubt, light sources.
Seems simple enough.
So I think had we jumped down, we would have ended up in this room.
What's in here?
Shabby wardrobe. Destitute clothes, rags, breezy sandals. Tanner just delight. A little bit of cosmetics, I guess. Unclaimed. In life, her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her. Her relations, her preference, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death, and found herself standing in the pale, the faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. A million souls and more passed her in colorless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instruction in her ear, no guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air, coming and going, and still the goddess did not come for her devotee. Kelemvor pitied her as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Lost, unclaimed, despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn, that not of forgetting, but of being forgotten. A little bit about Lady of Loss. The guild seal on the inside of the covering belongs to the Parent Maker Collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she was trouble, that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business, and that ward of Gorian went right along with her. No surprise, a wicked god's blood was running in her veins. Anonymous Candlekeep. Savarok and his lot are always the first ones to come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out their hands back then. I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took a man for his son of Baal. You dare speak that name to me. My mistress was turned to ash fighting forsaken wretches. I curse Baal. I curse in Irenicus. And I curse you, hostile vampire in the slums. Another mercenary had been interviewed on his deathbed. The 5 Torah Tethert pieces. I don't think anyone expected more ball spawn showing up would fix the war that the pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to kill each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradish Merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up to the Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a ball spawn got it stuck to them? Their father is the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet. Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow. More of them, most of them, terse. Ball's like a significant portion of the villainy in the original Baldur's Gate, so... not terribly surprising.
No handle. How does it open?
Can I lockpick? No. Okay.
Let's move.
Thieves' tools, at least.
One day I'll catch a break.
This is ominous. I'm pinging by accident. One of the issues is holding Alt so that it reveals, like, things that are hard to see is that if you right-click to stop yourself from moving, you also ping.
More for me.
The Unclaimed. There's so many books. Curse of the Vampire. What's interesting is a lot of these books are kind of giving you a bit of backstory or understanding of either the world or your different characters, so... I'm sure one of these books would have told me about the Githyanki, so I would have known more about them before I had those conversations. Not that I think it impacts dialogue at all, but it just means you, the player, and conversely, or subsequently your character, would in theory, within the lore, know things because they read the books. And arguably, they might have read the books in their previous life before the events of the game, so maybe this knowledge is normal. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty, beware its charms, beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in blackest night, for the vampire loves these nights more than any other. If you must walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and mark of your God at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress, if protected well. If you hear a knock at the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. Let it be a friend. If it be a friend, look upon them. Do you find them pallid and wan? See you any marks upon their necks? See you any dirt upon their clothes? Unless their need is great, turn away all who you but the most trusted. And if the beast finds a way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again. But they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. Vampires are evil. Eyewitness ball spawn, we read that. There's also an opportunity for me to read all the books. There actually aren't. A lot of them end up being duplicates if you actually collect a good deal of the books. You end up with quite the collection. Last time I played through, I was like, oh, I'll just collect all the books in the game and then I'll read them at some point. And then you never do. We've read this. Okay. And for anyone who does watch or who wants to hang out, understand that I play games slow. I'm going to look at most things, talk to most people. Just because I like being thorough. Here's the vampire. Yeah, okay. That's everything. Rustic chest. Candles. Chapel records. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Grobian Tipple Illmater, drowning. Ivian Arkinson, Ogma, eternal rot. Derver Stout, Selune, fever. Name, deity, cause of death, I guess.
Something over there.
Looter's trunk. We'll take the gold. That's a questionable sound. But it opened the door that we could not open, so... lucky us, I suppose. these candles. Do another quick save and hit this door. A dank crypt. An opulent chest. 3 scrolls of magic. We take those. I need to collect pretty much every scroll I can find. The life of being a wizard.
This whole place reeks of necromancy.
Oh. Good to know. On death and resurrection. Joy. Read. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound of Josefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denir for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext for God's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Of what value is a life? Far too esoteric a topic to warrant any serious critical consideration between these pages, surely, or so it would seem at a first glance. But once we push aside the mysticism and the dewy-eyed sentiments so often clouding our assessment, it is clear that across all spinning planes, each and every life does indeed have a quantifiable value. It is simply that not all are equally valuable. Consider, we already know that the destruction of our material form is not the end. If anything, our souls are more free after death, transcending planar barriers in search of a resting place that better befits our deeds, beliefs, and station in life. But even that assessment is subject to a market forces. Lord Kelemvor, weighing our souls against how thoroughly we have given them over to other gods, empowering them in turn. There is, of course, an alternative route, not the end of the path, but a chance to retread it. Clerics across the realm wield the power to return life to any soul deemed worthy and willing enough. It is strange, then, that these are so frequently intersect with those deemed wealthy enough, for the components for such a spell are beyond the means of most mortals. I have interviewed those who have made such a return, and in truth have found them to be the most dull and unimaginative sort that I cannot possibly imagine why they were so eager to return to. If a true assessment of the journey is to be made, then there is simply no replacement for embarking upon it oneself. Perhaps one day this great volume of learning will make me worthy enough to walk that path and wealthy enough to return to it. So basically just saying, like, hey, it has less to do with how worthy you are and more to do with how rich you are, typically. Gotta love wealth disparity being an issue, even in a magical society. Did I save? I'm sure I did, but we'll do it again. This leads this way. Where does this go? This is locked. My nose is itchy. Is this hard to do? Do these say how hard they are? I wish they would give me like a DC before I tried to lockpick them. Let's give it a shot. 10? That's not hard, especially with all these bonuses.
No time to rest.
And you lead here. Okay. This room has skeletons in it. This room does not. Button?
Breathe deep and move.
Okay. Let's try this room first. Don't like that.
I see a trap.
It's a vent.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Okay. Don't like that.
Careful.
Astarion.
Be careful. There are traps
vents.
about.
So these are all vents. And this is trapped. got to be another vent here.
Take heed. I see a trap.
Okay.
Traps. How considerate.
Looks like a trap there.
These are all just projectiles? Or like vents and things that shoot stuff?
Someone's left a trap out for us.
I'm just trying to see if there's any thing that triggers the traps that we can see.
How considerate.
There's presumably another one here. Okay. So, say we all go over here. There's very obviously a button here. If I shoot the button... something happened. But I don't know what. We're gonna go ahead and disarm this trap anyway. The Watcher's Guide. Death's Promise. When the spear misses a target, the wielder's next attack roll upon that target gains True Strike. Engraved key. Lazel, can you use the spear? Can. Okay.
Let's get going.
It's convenient.
Moving in.
Well, none of these registered as traps, so I guess we open them and see what happens. I'm gonna keep compulsively quick saving, because, you know.
Let's have a look.
Can't hurt, right? We're not gonna have like multiple branching paths, and I'm not gonna like save scum or anything, but ooh, a soul coin.
A strange coin.
If we die horribly, I would like to be able to load back up. That's kind of my main concern here.
Let's see.
Arrow of Fire, that's helpful. Alchemist's Fire, you might use that. Trap Disarm, we need to replace that. Healing is good. Okay. I didn't want to move it, I wanted to open it. Okay. Ancient's Door. Can you lockpick this? 15. That's not actually that easy. 2 is not good enough. We'll give it one more. 15's definitely attainable. We barely got it, apparently, but we did.
Stop me yet.
This leads out here. Okay. Now we know. We're not done in here.
Way forward.
But we have completed the loop now, at least, so we know that that's where that goes.
Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
What's hiding here?
Armed scribes, he says. No.
Someone there?
Lockpick. Let's go.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Not really worth it, but these will make some money back.
Can't slow down.
Door just opens? Oh, well, that's a nice change of pace, so I don't have to lockpick everything. Book of Dead Gods.
That's down.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Knock the lock open with a spell. I don't have knock, though. Don't have a key? I mean, if I can just use magic, use magic. Do some wizard stuff.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
I mean, it says of dead gods, so... That's not good enough.
The longer you stare at the dark and decimated words, the more your head aches. There is no meaning to be found here.
Unlucky. Troll Ray of Enfeeblement. I'll take it, I guess.
With pleasure.
I feel like I missed something helpful, but... I guess I'll roll an 18 on this one.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Protection from good and evil. More soul coin. Ringmail armor. Is that helpful for you?
Action, not reaction.
No. It's worse.
At least things have stayed interesting. Never wanted the easy path.
Alright. The search continues. Entomb Scribe. A heavy key. Unclear.
Opener.
An locked chest. We take those. Where's... 5 is too poor even for me to pick up.
Here we go.
Turn on all the light sources, as always. Not all the candles, because that would be nightmarish, but...
This must be ancient. No one worships the final scribe anymore.
Jurgle. That's interesting.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
I see. Oh. Before I get killed, let's...
Better than nothing. That might be worth a look.
Lootable? No. No. Button? Button. No, no! Yeah, I feel like it is a little obvious that you're gonna get jumped by skeletons, but... Since I didn't really read anything that was gonna tell me, we're just gonna have to do our best.
The darkness can be to our advantage.
Less, yeah, it turned off all the lights. Interesting. Okay, sight lines are...
Over here.
Not ideal. Can I not jump? No. How much HP do you have? Too much. We're gonna have to fire around just to make sure. Okay, we killed him. Perfect.
To strike. Make way.
We'll take those.
Never a dull moment.
Stampy over here telling me that the little brain lad will get me.
Best be on my way.
Yes, that would be true. but I have a little bit of time. As evidenced by the fact that we have not already been turned into angry tentacle monsters.
Can't give up. On my way.
Alright, we're no longer all trapped in a corner. And hopefully the cat can distract somebody. Of course I get fog clouded. How do you hit me with a ray of frost when I'm not invisible, but obscured? Okay. Sight lines are good for you, so you are going to hide.
Leave no trace.
Ooh, don't do that. You have a shot. You should have a shot somewhere here. You can't shoot through this? Is that what you're telling me right now? There's a brief moment where it says I have advantage, and then it immediately goes away. Alright, well. We're going to have to dash them.
Outmaneuver them.
They hit.
On the move.
Stab this guy. Action surge. Stab him again.
Well, so much for peace.
So much for peace, he says. Minor illusion again. Because I don't like when they're facing me. That's fine, they're gonna see Starion probably facing that way, but that's alright. Burning Hands, I don't have the range for. Toll of the Dead is probably not the right answer.
Let's finish this.
Invoke Duplicity. Yeah. Frost. Alright. And we lost our hide. Okay. And you fog clouded me again. This is very rude. You threw a rock at me? I think.
Let's go.
I'm out of sight range. I am. Ah, idiot. Of course it's 12 and not 13.
Swift and lethal.
We're going to have to send Shadowheart back there to deal with that guy.
No choice but to keep going.
Hey, can you look? I guess I can't hit that. Can't see anything because of these fog clouds. Toll of the Dead.
Can't slow down.
Can't afford to let up. Onward.
Show you necromancy. Firebolt. Look at him run and get stabbed in the back. The amount that the AI in tactical versus regular gameplay will just use debuffs all over the place is fascinating. Not that I'm complaining at all, but you can very much tell the difference. That they're just willing to try to get you with all sorts of fog clouds and other nonsense. I hit you.
Ready. Got to move.
Why would you run by me? Into the silence. I guess I'm the weakest target.
Yes. To surrender their valuables, even after death. Best be on my way.
Small tip to anybody who comes back through here at some point. If you take all their weapons away, I think they don't have them in the fight. But... what were they protecting is the question.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Yeah, we're going to sleep soon.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Through knowledge comes atonement would imply that knowledge is punishment, which is an interesting way to look at that. The more you know, the more it hurts. Oh no, it's another skeleton. This one has skin though. For so early in the game, this is very jarring. Like,
So
who is this?
Spoken, and so thou standest before me.
Who's he?
Right, as always.
What about left?
Curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
I mean, judging from the book I was reading, not much. A peaceful undead. Interesting. Why aren't you attacking me? I guess I should answer quite the question. What's the reason for it? What's he? A little spooked. You crawling. Who's he?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now.
It's a little important.
Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Yes, Stampy, it does suggest that one life is worth at least less than a singular trolley. No one's life is worth more than any other. We are all equal. That's not an answer to this question. Depends on the person's deeds. Life is only value as a currency. Doesn't matter to me otherwise. Each life is an infinite value. That's a little odd. The only life that matters is mine. Depends on the mortal. How valuable is their life? This is such a cop-out. And this is the Boy Scout answer. Boy Scout answer it is.
Sure thou believest as such. Very well.
It's not so much a belief, so much as a desire.
I'm satisfied.
You would like for your life to be worth
We
your
have
deeds.
met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place.
And by that you mean our camp.
Farewell.
We just let him walk away. Just weird skeleton man floats out of a tomb, asks you a cryptic question, and then we just walk away from him. Like nothing happened. Not that we haven't seen a lot of weird stuff today with the nautiloid and everything, but... it's a choice, is all I'm saying. Yoink. Up the iron ladder. And that's our shortcut out. And unfortunately, I think we're going to need to take another long rest, so we'll have to see how that plays out. I don't know how much the game actually cares. Obviously, a lot of the characters don't like when you long rest, given the dire circumstances we're in. And rightfully so. We have no idea how long it's going to take before we inevitably turn into tentacle monster, but I don't think we can get through another combat. So I guess they're just gonna have to deal with it. Off to nighttime. Go talk to Shadowheart first this time. She got mad that I talked to Gale.
How do you feel?
I don't know. How do you feel? I'm fine.
Yes, me as well. Besides the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. I feel good. It's so strange. Do you remember the voice aboard the ship?
I was trying. It's hard
Yes.
to forget.
Almost like it's whispering to me still.
Yeah.
The voice said I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think that means?
Didn't say that to me. Maybe it's a compliment. It had plans
Whatever
for us.
they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Fair enough.
Sounds like you've been learning all about your gruesome future. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen.
Are you a fan? Is that... I could say the same to you. Hoping it'll stay that way.
Naturally. But I was thinking, what if it doesn't? Of course, first sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer.
Hmm. The knife or the poison? We'll say the knife.
A classic. One good thrust to the heart and you're gone. We need
Tyrion
a good
liked
blade,
it.
of course. Don't want to waste time hacking and prodding with a dinner knife.
How many people have you
Well,
killed with a
I'm
knife?
Getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously.
Obviously. And you?
Oh, my boy. I'd like to see you try.
Rude.
Now, let's get some rest.
Why not play
the
along?
sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
I'm gonna get yelled at by Lae'zel again, aren't I?
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness.
Are we thriving?
Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
At least she isn't, like, completely upset. I appreciate that her, like, training dummy has tentacle mouth. An illithid. Gale talking to himself. Portable mirror. It's like when people use their, like, webcam and stuff to do their hair.
Be with you in a moment.
Ugh.
Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may.
At least he's honest.
Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Ah, yes.
The good old
Good
days.
old days.
Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
Sure.
Day 4, excruciating pain as the skeleton and organs reform and reposition. Day 5, the host personality has disappeared. Fingers and toes and limbs elongate. I take it you get the picture?
You might as well
Day
finish.
6, the flesh around the mouth splits to make way for tentacles. Day 7, a mind flayer is born.
So it takes pretty much exactly a week.
This is the abridged version, of course.
Exactly.
We're definitely not on the timeline.
Orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Long live the abnormal.
I'll toast to that. The pragmatic in me, however, sees only the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Well, I mean, there must be a reason, I think, is the fundamental issue here. That obviously none of our characters here have the answer to. With that said, let's get our full rest in, and it's probably going to be it for tonight's stream. But we have one more event. Ah! Astarians sneaking off in the night. Yeah. For that, we're going to call it. Good 3 hours here to hop in and knock out some Baldur's Gate. We will be back, making some more progress, hopefully pretty regularly. We'll have to talk to Skeleton Man over here before we actually leave. But for now, I want to thank everybody for watching. It has been a great return to trying to get streaming up and going here, and hopefully we can avoid any major technical issues like we once had. Till next time, everybody, have a good one.